Hey guys, good evening everyone. Welcome to our daily stock market insights with Miss JD. Today is March 4, 2021. It's 9:48 p.m. Manila time and it's another exciting trading day for this day, right? Let's see. How did your stocks perform today, guys? I hope you were very profitable. But for now, I'd like to talk about the most trending stocks that happened today. There were a lot, right? But before I get started, I'd like to invite everyone, if this is the type of video that you would like to watch and see and learn from every single day, I'm inviting you to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you're always updated. All right, let's get started. For the index, we had a red day today, but it's not that much. It's a 0.87% decline from yesterday's performance. After a 4 days worth of rally to the upside, we got rejected somewhere here at the MA20 line. One thing good to take note of is that while we had this red today, the volume is not that much. So that means people who may have invested in the blue chip companies that are part of the index are still holding on to their positions. So this could just mean a slight retracement or a stabilization around this key level here in our index. So we could be moving within this range, probably sideways from 6,800 to the 7,000 level, or no 6,950 level for our index. So I'm still bullish for the performance of the market overall, considering that there's really some positive movements in the vaccine and we're starting to open our economy, uh, and most of the businesses are already open. So really looking forward for this recovery. At least we didn't have to drop that much anymore. We just stabilized when there was profit taking that happened. It just stabilized within this range. So that's a good sign. We have created a higher low. This was our previous low over here. When it retraced, we just maintained it into this level. So chances are we could be pushing the price even higher in the coming days. So uh, looking forward for the banks to show some recovery and some of the major players in the country. All right, so let's take a look at the most trending stocks today. Okay, now did a gap up, and I haven't really watched and haven't read the disclosure here, but I think this has something to do with their franchise. And oh, let's see, press release. I'm not sure if you're able to view it. Let me just open it in the next tab. What happened here? Press release. So I bet you guys have already read this earlier. Now Corporation discloses the favorable ruling in favor of its affiliate Now Telecom Company Incorporated, issued by the anti-red. What's this? It's not related to that. But definitely this has something to do with the franchise. So uh, what happened here was there was an aggressive move in the price, pushing it higher. But then again, profit taking happened the same day. Although what I can say here is that um, the overall outlook of the stock is it could potentially go higher. But then again, we have to consider that there is a gap that really happened today from its price here at 283. It went up all the way to 352 at the opening price. So with this being red today, chances are it will first fill that gap and then try to stabilize before it pushes the price higher, and even higher if the next moves, next projects of the company will show some um, progress or development in whatever next projects that they are going to have. So I say do not rush. Try to haggle probably near the probably near the 3 peso area. That's the best one, the best bet that you can take at least halfway in case it does not really fill the gap fully. At least you're very near that. Or yeah, 3 peso area is the best for me. I actually placed an order at the 3.12 level today, but it did not fill that order, so I didn't have to chase. And overall, I see it revisiting the 3 peso level before it goes higher again. Right. Next is Dito. Dito, this is the retracement that we have been waiting for. I'd say whoever is showing an interest in Dito, my bias here is that go for the long haul, go for the bigger picture, be an investor. Whatever you will experience here would be, even if it goes back to the 10 peso level in or 11 peso level, use that to your advantage. Use that as an opportunity to buy some more. What I'm thinking at the moment is that we could be stabilizing here until Friday, and it's a big day is going to be on Monday, and let's see if it is going to push higher by that time. That's the commercial launch on Monday. But overall, be prepared for the bigger picture. We will see ups and downs here. All the dips that you might see here, use that as an opportunity to buy some more and hold on to your position for mid to long term perspective. And you'll see, you'll definitely um, see the rewards, uh, bigger rewards in the coming years. Okay, so in the meantime, short-term support is the 1460. If there are more selling that will happen, it can potentially drop to the 1140 or 1150 level uh, for this stock. But overall, the trajectory I see is really for it to go higher in the coming days. PHA. PHA is stabilizing at the support, which is the MA20 at the moment. So yeah, good thing. So we had this uh, nice push yesterday, attempting to break the upper Bollinger Band or push the upper Bollinger Band higher, but profit taking again happened within the day to fill that gap because from here, 315, market opened at 323 and pushed the price higher and then filled that gap. So what is happening right now is it is stabilizing at this range. Uh, See that around that area, and chances are we could see it uh, pushing the price higher if it's really very bullish. Okay, so 324 is the nearest resistance. So you have to take note that in the event it breaks 281, just prepare for your stop loss or cut loss levels, and don't wait for it to drop really significantly before you exit. If you are a believer of this stock, then what you can do is exit early and then just enter again once you see price stabilizing at a uh, support level again. So let's say it drops up to this point, 163. That's the worst thing that could happen. But I don't think it will automatically go as low as that. It will first challenge this area because we had a resistance and the support in this level. So at least you know the key levels to watch out for, right? But right now it's establishing a support at the 281 level. Next is BDO. BDO still stabilizing around the MA20 line. Yeah. So overall, look at BDO for the long term. So for long term investing, mid to long term investing, we had some foreign buying that happened today. There's also dividend, and imagine how much we have dropped here. So there's still a, you know, you're still at a very good level for all our investors there. This is still a very good area to accumulate volume, and if you have already a good base, maybe add more volume. Okay, so there's still that big picture to look forward to, and the economy is just starting to open, and businesses are starting to go back to normal. situation. So I think this is a good one. If you can go and get in as near as you can to the 106 level, even better. Green. Green is trying to revisit your support, which for me is at the MA20 line. So I just feel like there will be some more movements going down, and 393 is the nearest area to watch out for. And right now, probably the next support that I can see is 353. If in case MA20 line gets broken, 351, 350 area would be the next support. And the reason why I'm saying that is if I screen to the left, I see this level. If you see that, okay, there's a resistance formed at that area. So if I'll do weekly chart to make the picture even clearer, right, you see that? So there's another one here and another one over here. So that's your support level. So support number 1, support number 2 is 351. And overall, why are we plotting it in that direction? Because I see the movement possibly going down some more. The next is JFC. JFC is giving us some good signs of recovery. We managed to break out of that short-term resistance, which was previously around 186. This one over here and this one over here. So that is our resistance level, and we are now triggering the upper Bollinger Band. And you know me, I would always say that each time this Bollinger Band is triggered, either to the upside or to the downside, then chances are we will have a continuation in that direction. So as you can see here, imagine this. This was triggered, and then what happened next? Big drop coming from a constricted Bollinger Band over here. Then it started dropping. Imagine this. This came from a constricted Bollinger Band, and then we started triggering. That means it could continue to push the price even higher. APL. APL, we're still at a support area for APL. We're now sitting at 20.2550, but I see it really around the 0.24. So if we can haggle and for the price to touch the 0.24 level, that's a good area to buy. BPI still at the resistance level. This candlestick today looks like a doji, right? Looks like an evening star. Let me just shooting star candlestick. So when this comes out, I'm not very good with terms of the candlestick. So when this comes out at the resistance area, then that would mean, so see this, let's check that first. No. Yep, could be. Okay, so when this comes out near a resistance level, starting to show like this, guys. It's more of a doji, right? More of a doji. When this comes out near a resistance area, something like this, similar to this one, then chances are we're experiencing some weakness. Also, your momentum starting to die down here. So chances are we could be retracing, and it could go back to your 84 level at this point. But we can never tell. What if tomorrow it breaks the 88 level? Then that's a different story. So anything can happen. oops, it's either you break 88 or you go back to 84. So you can decide whether to play the breakout, or when it goes down, then at least you know that the area to watch out for would be 84 level. Overall, we're also showing signs of recovery, and we're just halfway because at one point the price reached the 124 area. Right. ACEN is back at the 711 level. So hopefully, so what I'm thinking here is that there could be a big chance that, especially because we're just staying this level, yeah, it's just stabilizing. So let's see if we see recovery, and a green candlestick again, probably an engulfing green candlestick could validate and confirm that we are now continuing the price to the upside. Otherwise, if we go lower than 704, so I think that would be a perfect time for us to probably check out one. I was already hoping around 650, but looks like this could also be revisited in case 596. So exactly 6 peso level would be a big possibility in case it drops. So you got a 646, you got a 593. So at least you have two areas of possible bounce levels at this point. Overall, guys, look at ACEN for the big picture as well. This is into the renewable energy managed by the Ayala group of companies. And so I believe that we are in good hands in this company. It has, I think, projects in Australia, um, and in the country as well. They've started establishing solar farms, yeah, in these areas. So I know the government is really supporting renewable energy in this time. Ma. Okay, so I just want to share my experience today with Ma, and I think I got in at a very high level here. I got in at around 345. So that means I entered around 343 or 342, and then of course with the fees it ended at 345. And what happened here, it even reached as low as 322, but I was able to cut my loss early, and so I didn't put a large amount here, so my loss here was only 600 pesos. Um, but I just felt that while the price was moving, I didn't see, um, I the trajectory of the movement were downward. It was moving downward, and good thing it just managed to push the price higher, and I think I was able to exit at 332 at the time I exited. But at least the reason why I'm saying that I think this is one of the good trades I did, because I was able to manage my emotion. That even if I know it's a loss, I was able to execute it, and execute it early, because what I feel right now is that there could be a possibility that this will be revisited, the MA20 line, that is, that it could be revisit the 306 level before it goes up again. But at least it's not that far, because we have just broken out of this resistance, right? This is your previous resistance that could potentially become a support here. So it is just going to retest that. So probably what I can see here is so it moved up, go back sideways, and continue to move higher. So that's what I'm anticipating for this stock. Okay. ICT, ICT overall, as you can see, imagine this. The direction of this stock is towards profit taking level. So chances are, I know we are creating a possible support here, but there could be a possibility that we will have some more selling that will happen here. So chances are it could dip some more. And what I'm looking at for our next support is around 112. This is the key level I'm looking at, 112. There. Okay. So I'd say if you're a big believer of the company, then just hold on to your, or let's say here, I'm going to teach you a strategy. So if you're already profitable, lock in some gains, exit some of the positions, and use the buying power when the price goes down, because our bias here is it could potentially go down. But let's say it negates it, then at least you still have exposure, and your remaining shares could ride the price as it goes higher. Now, if it goes down, at least you can use that buying power to buy some more when it dips. At least your average is going to be lower down, and you can buy more shares there. Okay, so that's a strategy I would also use. Next one is Tell. Tell had a red today, but look at that. So we're still we're still at the support level, nearest support of this stock. So if this breaks, okay, let me plot it up to this level here, because there is a support in this area, which was a resistance here and a resistance here, also a support here and here. So I think this is a critical level. So we could be stabilizing right here, and it's an area, so it could be from here to here. So that space there could be your variance. It could go down some more, or it could just stabilize at the 1290 area. So it's an area. And what I can say is we are very near a support right now, and let us see if it is going to give us a bounce at that level. Otherwise, uh, if that breaks, then it means that we could see it dropping up to the 1196 level. Okay, so that's the area. So between the stock moving higher and stabilizing first, I'd go that it is going to stabilize first before it pushes the price higher again. All right, and actually, yeah, that's my only comment for now. I know they have issued. I mean, there wasn't a news before that said Tell and Dito will be collaborating. I was not able to get the full details, but I think that's a good sign. So if Dito will progress or will be successful, then of course there's a domino effect in Tell as well. It depends on what kind of partnership they're going to have here. The next is LRW. You know, LRW had been spiking or moving good to the upside the past few days, as you can see. And somehow it has created a brand new support at the 1.94 level. So hopefully you guys have taken profit when this price reached the 294, and you have a good base right here. And this one now is creating a brand new base at the 194. So I think you can start adding at this level. For me, I'd say this is a good area to add some more. But if you're going to enter this stock for the very first time, I find this expensive already. But let me see. Okay, so it is bouncing around the 0.50, 0.5 level. So indeed, an area of bounce. So yeah, you can try to do test buy there. If you're entering it for the first time and trading it, just make sure you set proper stop loss, and make it, don't set wide stop loss, because uh, LRW normally it doesn't move in this manner. It only moves in this range. So if we go back to the normal movement, then if it drops, it might take some time to go back again, right? So what I can say here is try to set that tight stop loss, so that if it drops, it won't be too painful. It's not too painful for you. Okay. URC. URC. Um, what I'm thinking here is that the downtrend is not over yet for URC. We are still respecting this channel, creating a lower high. When it bounced, imagine this, it bounced up to here, challenged your MA20 line, and then dipped again, creating a lower low, and then it bounced, created a lower high. So those are key elements of a downtrend. So looks like we again got rejected here. So chances are it could drop some more and challenge first our 127 area before it could recover. And worse if it breaks the 127 and creates a lower low again. So that's something we need to also closely monitor. But definitely for now, I'd say let's see if it is going to stabilize and create a brand new support at the 127. Okay, so I think those are the stocks that I will be reviewing for you this evening. Let me know in the comment section if these thoughts are helpful or if you have some requests. Then go ahead and drop in the comment section. Feel free to hit the like, guys. That will be your way of uh, helping me be discovered by YouTube. So YouTube will discover my videos if there are more likes, more comments, and more subscribers. So thank you in advance, and thank you for your time in watching this video. Bye bye for now.